We're going to see if we can get YouTube in here and get things working. We're on a little early tonight because of the fact that we're due on Thursday nights. We do some recordings in the studio, and we want to get this done before Andrew Harrison gets in here for his 10 o'clock recording. This is information that'll go out during the weekend. As we take a look at the news, the rest of the news of the week. So stay tuned for more on that with News 12. I'm Chief Meteorologist Austin Onig. This is Weather Overtime. We are live and direct from downtown Chattanooga, Tennessee. Check us out on our website down toward the bottom portion of the screen. That's wdef.com/weather. It is Thursday, the 25th of April. We've got the T-Dot camera up here to take a look and see what's going on. We had a rollover accident, and it looks like we are still trying to get this truck back on the roadways. We're looking at I-75. This is northeast of Chattanooga. The time is about 20 till 10 Eastern time. This is I-75 southbound at the SR State Route 60 Georgetown Road exit, which is just right over there as the trucks and the cars are exiting off there. So southbound traffic. This has been going on for several hours. Numerous wreckers, some state police out there keeping an eye on things. And this has been a very long process getting this going. But the authorities and the T-Dot site asking that you please, if you are traveling 75 going towards Cleveland, going towards Chattanooga, you watch out for this and try to merge over into the median lane. Northbound, outside of some rubbernecking, it looks like everything is moving along pretty well at this point, so not seeing a problem for right now. Again, if you're just tuning in and joining us, this accident has been going on for quite some time. Right about Cleveland, Chattanooga, and the Tennessee River back this direction over my shoulder, but this is where we're seeing the accident, southbound 75 in around Cleveland. This is just past the 153-64 route and just back over into, pardon me, that's not the right one. That's the accident that we're looking at. We have another accident taking place. Okay, multi-vehicle crash at 153 and Bonnie Oaks. Okay, that was an old one. I wonder what that's doing there for right now. But that overturned vehicle looks like that's been there since about 3 o'clock this afternoon. Got a lot of problems taking place there. We'll keep our eyes on that and let you know more about what's going on. But 2 accidents taking place. We'll try to get that camera up and working here in just a little bit. But if you are joining us, that is where we're seeing a bit of a problem for tonight, as we see again the potential for some slowdowns and backups taking place into portions of the area. So happens occasionally. We don't see, again, a lot of backups blocking traffic just yet. The view from I-153 and 75, we're not showing any big problems here. Let me see if I can get the Bonnie Oaks camera up and going. Not showing any problems here, even though that accident is right along and in that particular area. But so far, we're just looking at the potential for, it looks like, some slowdowns where that accident was. Still not seeing any concerns here. Also looking around the area 153 at Shepherd Road, the Airport Road area, and that's about it for now. All right, I think we're online with our YouTube channel from what it looks like. Let me just verify that we're on here for right now and that we are broadcasting and getting things going. Because we want to make certain that everybody's able to see more about what is happening here. It's been a quiet day. We have not had too much of any other problems for tonight. Again, maybe some chances of rainfall out there. And there we go. Okay, we are live and direct on YouTube and Twitch, so let's go ahead and get things going for tonight. Again, this is Weather Overtime. Thanks for joining us. We've got some showers off to our west. We do not have a lot of activity taking place. The News 12 viewing area right in here in the black lines. Alabama, areas around DeKalb and Jackson counties, that's in the News 12 viewing area. These showers have just made their way into and around that location. Let me zoom in a little closer here and put that into motion. Because we have, again, some showers, and that's about all that we've got for now. and doubtful we're going to be seeing too much of anything out of this. We will see more chances of rain getting into tomorrow morning, and you see more chances. Let me put that back into motion again. Way back to the west of that into northeast Mississippi, around Tupelo, Iuka, Corinth, picking up some scattered light activity. But again, for right now, I really don't see too much of anything taking place where it comes to rain. There will be more chances of rain as we go into around tomorrow. There's also, pardon me, sneeze coming. Pollen has been really bad. Wow, excuse me. I beg your pardon. That was part of the issues we've got. And I think my antihistamine ran out a couple of hours ago. Temperatures quite nice, a few 50s into north central Georgia and western North Carolina. Beautiful night out there, no problem at all there. But we do have, again, the potential for some pretty decent amounts of pollen. Tree pollen is pretty well maxed out, according to the information from the Chattanooga Allergy Clinic. Mold is high, but we did not get a specific number on that. The biggest problem we had earlier was ozone, and that was taking the air quality index down into a yellow 50 category, somewhere in there, about 58 from earlier. That should have been dropped. Looks like we're having some difficulty getting the data through. Let me just double check that to make certain that we are back in the green. No, we are still up. 67 is the air quality index, and we are at a moderate level. Particle pollution is still low, but ozone is the big thing, and that's mainly being held down close to the surface by this stagnant atmosphere that we have. Going to continue to monitor that. Doesn't look too bad for tonight, but again, could be some issues out there for right now. Downtown looking good. The AT&T field lit up for the game for the visiting Barons against the hometown Lookouts. That was the game for tonight. Let me check the scoreboard. It looks like for now, unless there's something wrong, they're in the top of the ninth. And the Lookouts could use, bottom of the eighth, top of the ninth. Birmingham still leading Chattanooga 6-3. So we do have, again, some work to do on that. The Lookouts not having a great start to the season at this point, so that would be nice to have some changes on that if at all possible. There's still a game coming up tomorrow. We'll take a look at that in just a little while, so stay tuned for more there. Let's do some other cameras on the EPB Fiber Optics WeatherCam Network. Lee Point, not bad for this evening. Traffic moving along, very hazy out into and around portions of the southwestern view. Right along, you can see the lights of I-64 stretching all the way off in the distance, or should I say Highway 64, not Interstate 64. Again, that from Lee Point right there. Take a look at the News 12 studios, and from earlier, looking at Lookout Mountain, not showing a lot of problems for tonight. The 7-Eleven across the street is open for business. I have not had a chance to go over there just yet, but hopefully getting some good business across Broad Street from the News 12 studios. Some pretty heavy traffic, more or less, not doing too bad. Everything's moving at the 2475 junction. Traffic from 75 north to 24 west was pretty well thick and hardly moving earlier tonight. And from the Chattanooga Theater Center downtown, tons of people out and about in Coolidge Park and going across the footbridge earlier this evening. So some nice conditions being seen there. And let's stop off one more spot for the Chattanooga Zoo camera, looking at Erlanger Hospital. And again, a little hazy and some cloud cover, but not seeing anything out there in the way, of any rain. And that should, again, be coming our way into later on tonight. Temperatures at the airport are back in the mid to upper 60s. Winds are calm, but the dew point temperatures way below our regular air temperatures. And that gap right there means that we have a very dry situation of humidity of 52%. That's some very low humidity levels, and we haven't seen it yet, but I'm betting that at some point in time we are probably going to see the potential of some advisories at the very least being issued for the possibility of maybe some wildfire danger increasing across much of the area. What it looks like into tomorrow, there's going to be the possibility of some raindrops. It doesn't look like a great deal for right now. It is possible, but I just don't see a major amount of concern, so that's good news. We'll be looking at lows tomorrow morning for Friday morning in the mid-50s. Highs will be pushing 80 degrees if we get enough sunshine, and rain chances should last from roughly dawn patrol through about dismissal time for the kids. So maybe an umbrella to carry along. It doesn't look like a deluge, but there will be some possible windshield wipers needing to be used tomorrow, so just please keep that in mind. Likewise, if you're going to be heading outside tomorrow, there will be more chances of rain in the morning than the afternoon, so outdoor activities don't look too bad for right now. Likewise, heading out for a round of golf, things are looking pretty good. Temperatures will be on the mild side, but again, a round of golf would be best in the afternoon rather than in the morning. So if you've got that potential to wait for a few hours, you should be okay. Dress cool because it is going to be a very warm day out there. We don't have a lot going on where it comes to a ton of moisture. We did have the clouds moving into the area, and they continue to move this direction, but again, moving into dry and stable air. We're not getting a lot in the way of rainfall. Cloud radar SATRAD composite showing more showers trying to develop back toward the Oklahoma area, and a lot more in the way of rain and thunderstorms. Kansas, Nebraska, Colorado, northeast Colorado, northwest Kansas, some big flare-ups tonight. Some tornadoes reported into and around areas close to northwest Kansas. By the way, saying hello to my cousin Ruth, her husband Harlan, their family out in Ludell, Kansas, which is 2 counties north of I-70. Got a dairy farm out there. Hope everybody's doing okay and nobody's getting into any tornado trouble out that direction. We won't be seeing anything like this. We may see the potential of some severe weather to our west in the next couple of days, but it looks like all the severe weather is going to be staying west of the Mississippi River and is not going to be a problem for us. So what do we have in the area for right now? We do have, again, the potential for some of this activity here. The warm front we've been expecting has formed and is going to help to stir up those showers as that lifts its way forward and gives us more chance of rain, but better chances of thunderstorms well back to our west. Then we look all the way back toward the northwest around the Pacific coast. That is where we're going to be watching for our next storm system coming into the area next week. It's already gaining some pretty good strength, and it looks like some pretty good amounts of moisture for the western United States, southwestern Canada. This will be crossing the country and giving us more potential for showers and thunderstorms coming up next week, not for the next 24 hours. What we see again is those chances of showers out there lifting on through, but there will be speckles of rain showers around the area. And then as we go into around Saturday morning, all that rain chance, what there is of it, goes north of us. We get into some very mild temperatures back into around the mid-70s or so. Sunday looks just as good as Saturday. No problems, a lot of sunshine, very mild. And then Sunday afternoon, temperatures in the high 70s to about the lower 80s out there. We see on Monday, way back to the west, that's that next storm system starting to get a little bit closer and into some more moisture-rich air, a little bit more unstable conditions here. But that is where it looks like the severe weather threat will be, mostly from the mid-south back into around Oklahoma, up into the Missouri River Valley. That is where we will see the best potential for right now. Next 7 days, we do not see anything in the way of severe weather from the Storm Prediction Center. We're not showing you the maps right now because there's nothing to show. So for right now, the best threat of any severe weather here, not going to be happening. Back to the west of us by Monday into Tuesday, that could be a different story. So keep it tuned to News 12, and we'll keep you updated on that. Let's go ahead. Why do you keep going blank? Okay, that's really starting to get annoying. All right, from Island Cove Marina and Resort, a lot of clouds, no rain on the camera lens. A lot of folks out fishing from earlier today. Showers tomorrow and then into the weekend. Very nice. Some clouds on Saturday, not so much on Sunday. And then we get into next week to where we see from Monday night through about Tuesday midday, that's the potential of getting some thunderstorms. Not great chances, better chances than what we've seen for a while, given about a 50-50 shot for the potential of showers and thunderstorms there. And then we get a bit of a break after that, some very warm temperatures by midweek going from April into May. And I think by next Thursday there may be the potential of some possible showers out there from the time we hit about Thursday or so. But for right now, let's see, Wednesday is the 1st, so May Day will be warm and very sunny. And then back into Thursday, May the 2nd, got some shower chances, but we're talking about minimal chances here, and that's about it. I would watch this very carefully just to be on the safe side as we see the potential for maybe some severe weather taking place at that location, so something to think about for that location. Let's go ahead and do our other stuff. We're going to have to get out of here fairly soon as we see Andrew Harrison coming in just a little bit. So the cloud, the leading edge of the cloud in front of a thunderstorm is called an arcus, a cumulonimbus, or a lenticular cloud. 86% of you said cumulonimbus. It's actually an arcus, or as Rick Leverett pointed out in our studio tonight, that it was a roll or a shelf cloud. That's another good name for it. Vote on our polls at wdef.com/vote now if you would like to participate in that. Thanks to our viewers for some beautiful pictures. The view from Ottawa, and thanks George Green, News 12 viewer, showing us some white irises. Beautiful spring-like view for our Langley Roofing weather window picture of the day. If you've got pictures, go ahead and send them in to us at pictures@wdef.com. Drop them to our social media pages, or go to wdef.com/photos if you'd like to take a look and see what everybody else is sending in there. Two things I want to show you about where it comes to a good amount of environmental information on the podcast and online from NOAA Fisheries. National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration keeps track of more than just the environment. They also keep track of what goes on into things like the fisheries, coastal lanes, shipping, things like that under the Department of Commerce. The Dive In podcast talking about the snow crab population collapse in the Bay of Alaska, to where billions of snow crabs went missing. More information about the Dive In podcast at fisheries.noaa.gov. This one is also very cool. If you'd like to take a look and you've always wondered about forecasting, how uniquely interesting and sometimes very ball of yarn torn up and thrown back together again, difficult it can be, NOAA putting together with their climate.gov website a very neat interview with a couple of climate scientists, and one of the best opening lines I have heard in my entire life on a website post for science. Climate scientists are basically cats. Now that, you got to admit, is some pretty good writing right there. But they take a look at what is involved in the forecast, the amount of cold water in one part of the ocean, warmer water in another part of the ocean, how atmospheric patterns match ocean patterns. All that comes together here. It's a really great article, and if you'd like to see more about that, all you have to do is go to my social media pages. Yes, I'm still off Facebook. No, they won't accept my identification. I wish they would get that taken care of because it's starting to get a little frustrating, but you can find me on the social media pages out there someplace. Think that should do it for tonight. One quick thing before we finish up, if I can find it, because I need to get these icons rearranged, and I haven't done that yet, and why I haven't done that yet, I don't know. There we go. Okay, for tomorrow, if you're going to be heading down, there are chances of rain during the day. For the game tomorrow, as the Lookouts take on the Barons, it's going to be Fireworks Friday. That should be good, but temperatures will be very much on the mild side. Chance of a rain delay at this point in time is negligible, so we're not looking at anything out there to cause anything in the way of problems. Okay, that should do it. We're going to go ahead and wrap things up so we can get some recording stuff taken care of here in the News 12 studios on Broad Street. Check out our website, wdef.com/weather. Chip Chapman will have more on your forecast tonight. Email me if you have any questions, concerns, comments, or complaints, aonic@wdef.com, and you can reach all of us through our website, lower section of our screen there at wdef.com. Thanks for joining us for Thursday night's exclusive video weather blog, Weather Overtime, and we'll see you again coming up here on Friday evening. Let's be careful out there. Stay tuned for more with News 12 on air and online.